Hey everyone, Jared here. So I've had the PlayStation VR bundle since release day, and it's kind of weird because ever since I was a little boy and Nintendo released its half-baked VR product called Virtual Boy, which was overpriced and under-delivered, I've dreamt about real VR, or at least as we know VR right now. But after I unboxed it and began to set everything up, I quickly realized that my once streamlined cable management was now in complete chaos, which I wasn't all too happy about. But moving past that, once setup was complete, I was able to fully appreciate the quite well-designed and streamlined look of the headset itself. And actually, well-designed it was. Most of the weight is centered on the border between the top of your head and your forehead, completely avoiding any pressure on your nose, which I think is simply genius. And with the headband, there's a little tension wheel to tighten it once you find the proper placement on your head. And at the bottom of the actual optical unit, there's a little button to slide it forward and backward, making it very easy to put on and take off. I purchased the bundle because I didn't have the camera or the motion controllers, and even though I'm paying much less than I'd have to with either the Oculus Rift or HTC Vive, which was really attractive to me, I still regret doing so. I don't know what it was, I just couldn't get immersed in anything with the motion controllers. It's just too clumsy for VR in my opinion, and I think if Sony's planning on continuing to use the same old motion tracking technology, then the motion controllers need a redesign with VR in mind. So in the meantime, and pretty much for the majority of the time that I've played, I've used a controller, like the standard PS4 controller. The experience so far has been both a dream come true and a realization of where I'd like to see VR go. For instance, I wanted to pick up some additional games other than just some of the short demos leaving you wanting more. So I grabbed Rigs, which is essentially mech combat in an arena, and while I thought the graphics looked good enough for me to appreciate as a first generation product, it was also disappointing because it's a bit blurry. I mean, at first it takes a bit to find the sweet spot on your head so that the optical unit hangs just right so that it's as in focus as it's going to get, but it never felt like it was perfect, only it's as good as it's going to get. Regardless, Briggs was an awesome example of where we're headed, but not quite there yet, and I especially felt that way with the constant feeling of motion sickness due to the fast-paced gameplay, so I decided to switch it up to Drive Club. Now this is where I felt the experience I was looking for. From being able to walk around a supercar and lean towards it to get a better look, to getting in it and actually being able to look around you and admire these cars from the inside as if you're actually sitting in it and have the graphics just good enough to see the stitching of the leather interiors was simply mind-blowing for me. But actually driving, whoa, it certainly takes some getting used to, but man, it's something else, it really is. Racing others in multiplayer was incredibly fun, but my favorite thing is to do some free driving and just mess around, enjoy each car I've unlocked, and just go for a drive along the coast in another country. The motion sickness feeling wasn't quite as fast coming as it was with Rigs, but it crept up if I wasn't careful. So what can I say? It's fun, it's impressive, but it's not quite there yet. But we'll never get there unless consumers like us buy the first generation of these products. I think if you really want one, go for it, but I'd recommend holding off on the bundle and just buy the headset kit itself, get a used camera, and save yourself some money. Personally, I can't justify the cost of a VR-capable PC as well as the VR gear to go with it based on the limited types of games available right now. Like, as soon as I can play Battlefield in VR, let me know, but in the meantime, if I want a great VR experience for well under $1,000, big thanks to Sumo Lounge for sponsoring this video and making it as comfortable to create as possible, especially when it comes to VR. So if you're a gamer or know a gamer who would love a high quality, super comfortable beanbag chair as a gift this holiday season, Sumo Lounge makes and sells some of the coolest beanbag chairs on the market, but filled with polyfiber so that it never goes flat or sags. Has high quality fabric that comes in tons of different colors. There's multiple sizes and styles to choose from that can fit multiple people at once, and is currently having a sale including free shipping on orders over $250. Head to sumolounge.com or hit up the link in the description to learn more. But that about does it for this one. I hope you liked the video. If you did, show me some love with that like button, and if you're new to my stuff, don't forget to subscribe for new videos every week. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Cheers.